Hey, Warriors fans, let's dive straight into some of the most intriguing developments hitting the Golden State front. The buzz around Giannis Antetokounmpo has intensified, and while at first glance, some of the updates might seem concerning, there's actually a lot of nuance to break down here. For anyone watching, it's important to remember that trades like this are never simple, and what appears risky on the surface can sometimes open doors that weren't visible before. This is exactly what's happening with Giannis and the Warriors' pursuit. The latest chatter from league insiders suggests that Giannis might not be as immediately eager to make the move west as some had hoped. On its face, this seems like a potential setback. Warriors fans might be reading that and thinking, here we go again, another superstar hesitant to join our squad. But the situation is more complex than that. Giannis' hesitation is not a flat-out refusal. It's more about long-term considerations and the context of the team he would be joining. Unlike the situation with Kevin Durant years ago, this is a very different team, a different timing, and Giannis is joining a roster that's currently in a rebuilding and retooling phase rather than a championship juggernaut with 73 wins under its belt. For the Milwaukee Bucks, who are at the center of this whirlwind, these uncertainties could actually work in Golden State's favor. The Warriors have an enviable collection of future assets, first-round draft picks that can be leveraged to maximize value in a potential trade. If Giannis is perceived as someone who might only stay a few years before considering other opportunities, those picks suddenly become extremely valuable in Milwaukee's eyes. It creates a scenario where Golden State can offer a package that, while risky long-term, could be too good for the Bucks to pass up. The more hesitant Giannis appears, the more the Bucks are inclined to extract maximum value in return. From a basketball standpoint, pairing Steph Curry with Giannis Antetokounmpo creates an incredibly potent duo. Curry's legacy is already secure, but adding another elite, all-NBA talent alongside him could extend Golden State's window of competitiveness even as the team navigates the twilight years of Curry's prime. There's also the supporting cast to consider. Draymond Green, Jonathan Kuminga, James Wiseman, and other young players provide both immediate and developmental upside. Even if the trade carries long-term risk, the short-term impact could be transformative. This is a scenario where taking a calculated gamble could be the difference between competing for championships now or waiting years to rebuild a roster. It's also important to remember that Giannis is coming from a situation where he has already achieved a lot in Milwaukee. He's won an MVP, helped his team reach the finals, and proven he can lead a franchise. Moving to Golden State offers a new challenge, the chance to chase additional titles with Curry while stepping into a team that's ready to lean on his star power. The narrative that he would be joining an older team doesn't capture the full picture. Golden State isn't a stagnant roster. They're a mix of experience and youth, with a system built around maximizing talent and stretching championship windows. Giannis has the opportunity to shape this team and eventually take over as the centerpiece after Curry's era winds down, giving him a lasting legacy on the West Coast. From the perspective of team management, the Warriors' ability to offer multiple future first-round selections makes their package incredibly compelling. If the Bucks are uncertain about Giannis' long-term commitment, those picks provide a hedge. They allow Milwaukee to pivot strategically depending on what Giannis decides. Golden State, on the other hand, secures a player who is currently performing at an elite level, capable of averaging 28 points and 10 rebounds while impacting both ends of the floor. This type of talent, combined with Curry's shooting and leadership, could elevate the team to a contender status immediately. The risk is palpable, but the upside is enormous. Fan sentiment is also a key factor here. Naturally, reports of hesitation create anxiety among supporters. It's easy to jump to conclusions and imagine another scenario where a superstar walks away. But understanding the dynamics at play, Giannis' aspirations, Milwaukee's need for asset return, and Golden State's unique position in this trade landscape, reveals that this isn't a disaster. Rather, it's a strategic chess game. Each piece, from draft picks to established stars, is being evaluated for both immediate impact and long-term value. In many ways, Golden State is in a rare position where taking a calculated risk now could yield immense rewards. Critics might point to potential downsides. What happens if Giannis leaves after a few years? How does that affect the team's trajectory post-Curry? Those are valid concerns. Yet, the Warriors are arguably in a position where maximizing the next few seasons is more valuable than overemphasizing distant long-term uncertainties. Championship opportunities have a limited window, especially when considering Curry's age and peak performance years. Bringing Giannis into the mix could accelerate title contention and create a legacy-defining moment for the current core. Even with risk on the horizon, the possibility of immediate success makes this an enticing proposition. On the flip side, there's also the question of culture and fit. Giannis would be entering a team with established systems and relationships. However, Golden State's environment has proven adaptable to superstars in the past. With the right integration and strategic planning, Giannis' unique skill set could complement Curry's leadership and amplify the strengths of the entire roster. It's about timing, alignment, and mutual understanding of goals between player and organization. The Warriors have a chance not just to acquire a star, but to build a cohesive championship-contending team around him. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade scenario is a masterclass in risk versus reward. While there are multiple moving parts and variables that could alter the outcome, Golden State is uniquely positioned to capitalize. The team's assets, combined with Curry's presence, make them an attractive destination even with the uncertainties. Giannis' potential hesitation doesn't diminish the opportunity, it frames it differently. Rather than a straightforward acquisition, it becomes a strategic maneuver where foresight, negotiation, and timing all play crucial roles. For Warriors fans, this is a thrilling, high-stakes moment that could define the franchise's next chapter. As we continue to break down the Giannis situation, it's important to recognize just how many layers this trade scenario has. Golden State isn't just chasing a big name. They're thinking strategically about timing, fit, and future flexibility. While some fans worry about long-term commitment, the immediate impact of Giannis joining Curry on the court is undeniable. The combination of his athleticism, defensive dominance, and scoring versatility paired with Curry's shooting and leadership would immediately alter the Western Conference landscape. The Warriors could pivot from a team in transition to a title contender practically overnight. One of the most compelling aspects of this potential trade is how it shifts the dynamic in the league. The Bucks, naturally, are in a position where they have to extract maximum value, and that's where Golden State's package really shines. By offering multiple future first-round picks along with high-level young talent, the Warriors are giving Milwaukee the kind of security that makes moving Giannis logical from their perspective. This isn't just about acquiring a superstar. It's about structuring a deal that makes sense for both sides in a way that could leave a lasting impact for years to come. There's also the fan perception angle. When Kevin Durant joined Golden State years ago, there was intense scrutiny and criticism about the so-called super team approach. But Giannis' situation is different. He's coming to a team that's already proven it can develop talent, execute under pressure, and create championship moments without simply stacking star power. In many ways, the Warriors are offering Giannis an opportunity to leave his own imprint on a franchise rather than stepping into a team already defined by someone else's legacy. That distinction could make a huge difference in his decision-making and ultimately in the long-term outcome for the team. From a tactical standpoint, Golden State's coaching staff has plenty to consider. Integrating Giannis into the existing rotation means finding the right balance between his dominance in the paint, his ability to drive and kick, and Curry's unparalleled spacing and perimeter shooting. The synergy between these two could be transformative. Draymond Green, with his defensive acumen and playmaking ability, would serve as the perfect bridge between the two stars, facilitating ball movement and maintaining the team's cohesion. Young players like Kuminga and Wiseman add depth, energy, and future potential, ensuring that the roster isn't solely reliant on the two superstars. The implications extend beyond the floor as well. In the short term, the Warriors would instantly gain credibility as a top-tier destination for elite free agents who want to chase championships alongside proven talent. Even if Giannis only commits for a few years, the presence of such a dynamic duo sends a message to the rest of the league. Golden State is serious about competing now. This is about maximizing opportunities during Curry's peak years while building a foundation for sustained success through strategic drafting and smart roster management. Of course, every move comes with risk. There's no guarantee Giannis will remain long-term, and that uncertainty creates questions about the team's future beyond Curry's tenure. But this is where management's vision comes into play. By carefully structuring contracts, leveraging draft picks, and maintaining flexibility, the Warriors can mitigate potential downsides. The gamble here isn't reckless, it's calculated. It's about understanding probabilities, evaluating assets, and positioning the team for both immediate and extended success. Another critical aspect is the psychological and cultural impact. Giannis joining Golden State would instantly shift the narrative around the franchise. Curry's leadership sets a high standard for professionalism, work ethic, and championship mindset. Giannis, known for his dedication and competitive drive, would complement that culture, enhancing team chemistry rather than disrupting it. The combination of seasoned leadership and emerging superstar energy can be a rare formula for success, blending experience with raw talent in a way that other teams might struggle to replicate. Moreover, the timing of this potential trade is crucial. The upcoming trade deadline puts pressure on all parties to act decisively. The Bucks need to weigh Giannis' contract situation, his future intentions, and the value of the incoming package. The Warriors must consider the best way to present a compelling offer that maximizes their chances of securing a transformative player without mortgaging their long-term viability. It's a delicate balancing act, but the window of opportunity is finite, which is why every detail matters, from player health to draft projections to market perception. Beyond strategy and logistics, there's the human element. Players aren't simply assets. They're individuals with preferences, ambitions, and concerns. Giannis' hesitations, while minor in some respects, are a natural part of this process. Understanding his mindset allows Golden State to approach the situation with tact and precision, ensuring that the negotiation process is respectful, persuasive, and aligned with the team's goals. The Warriors aren't just buying a season of talent. They're investing in a relationship that could define the franchise's next era. As discussions continue, Warriors fans are understandably excited but also cautious. The prospect of having Curry and Giannis on the same roster is thrilling, yet the stakes are high. Every decision made by management could shape the trajectory of the team for years to come. It's not just about winning now. It's about creating a sustainable blueprint for success while taking advantage of a rare opportunity to acquire a generational talent. The complexity and nuance of this situation highlight the challenges of building a championship roster in the modern NBA. Looking at the bigger picture, the potential acquisition of Giannis Antetokounmpo represents a transformative moment for the Warriors. It's a chance to combine elite talent, strategic foresight, and a culture of winning into one cohesive unit. Even with uncertainties surrounding long-term commitment, the short-term upside is undeniable. Golden State has the resources, the leadership, and the vision to make this work, and if executed correctly, it could cement Curry's final championship window and set the stage for Giannis to become the next face of the franchise. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Whispers have been circulating in the NBA for months, but now sources suggest the unthinkable could be on the horizon. Giannis Antetokounmpo may finally be saying yes to a move that would shake the league to its core. The reigning powerhouse of the Golden State Warriors is reportedly preparing what insiders are calling the boldest all-in in NBA history, and all signs point to Giannis as the centerpiece. According to league insiders, the Warriors' front office has been quietly orchestrating a plan that could rival any super team assembly in history. Golden State, already boasting an enviable core, would be adding arguably the most dominant two-way force in the game. The strategy seems clear. Pair Giannis' relentless physicality and versatility with the Warriors' trademark shooting and ball movement. If the whispers are accurate, this isn't just a simple acquisition. It's a statement of intent, a declaration that the franchise is willing to risk everything for one shot at absolute supremacy. Sources close to the situation suggest that negotiations have been intense but productive. Giannis, long considered loyal to his current squad, appears intrigued by the prospect of joining a system where his skill set could be amplified beyond imagination. The allure of sharing the floor with some of the league's sharpest shooters, under a coaching staff renowned for maximizing talent, seems to have tipped the scales. While nothing is official, the mere possibility has sent shockwaves through the NBA community, with analysts, insiders, and fans alike speculating on the ripple effects such a move would have across the league. Imagine the synergy: Giannis driving the paint while defenders stretch to cover Golden State's perimeter shooters. Picture a lineup capable of switching on every pick, defending at elite levels, and scoring from virtually anywhere on the floor. The chessboard has never looked this tantalizing, and if the rumor holds, it could redefine the balance of power in professional basketball. Skeptics remain cautious, of course, pointing to contract logistics and the enormous risk of assembling so much star power. Yet, the buzz continues to build, with many believing that if Giannis really says yes, we could be witnessing a historic all-in the likes of which the sport has never seen. For now, the league holds its breath. Fans debate, analysts theorize, and every rumor mill in the basketball world spins faster with each passing hour. One thing is certain: if the whispers are true, the next chapter of the NBA could be nothing short of revolutionary. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.